we incubated a project of our own that is to fundraise for nonprofits and produce social impact in a scalable, repeatable way that is to take what they can do in 10 years and do it in 1 month. And to help provide at least $7 million a year in funding to these organizations, to take money off the table so that they can do good. And this stemmed from us taking the problem of how do we fund in a scalable, fundable way, and just threw it on the table and tried to address it. It took about a year to kind of build all of this. It's called Win for Causes. It took a year to build. We're launching it now. We have organizations on board. We have a reach of 150 million people. We've got great brands supporting this. There's a ton of opportunities stemming from this, and it's fantastic. Our whole team's having fun. We're doing great things where, you know, it's just amazing. It's doing a for-profit venture that does amazing good. Basically, we're taking dollars from the monies you are not setting aside for charity, giving you what you want, and then using it to fund organizations. Think about it. No more money problems. If I can remove money problems, that would be the end result. But along the way, just write checks to you, 6 to 7 figures every month. How does that change? I'll tell you how. I'll give you a couple examples. There's an organization that builds preschools in third world countries. They build 5 a year. We're going to build 60 in a month. You tell me that doesn't create change. Bringing early education to third world countries in large scale. That's huge change.
That is.
What about HIV medicines to 1 million Africans? What about being able to eliminate the week of shame for African women within 2 years? Or homelessness within 1 year within certain regions? Or scholarship funds that send kids to school, only 1 participant per year. What if I could do 20 every month? That is huge change. For whatever reason, they're not able to do it now, and all of a sudden, here's a check. Do it. And myself and my team, we're just one solution. There's lots of organizations doing and trying to solve similar problems. And I think this whole social impact and social ventures and philanthropy, it's really, I see a big uptake just among people and participants. It's very rewarding. In about 10 years of being in technology and building businesses and working with entrepreneurs and investors, I've learned that team is absolutely important. With the right people, you can do anything. You do amazing things. And if you have the right people, don't let go. Hold on to them with whatever you need to do. It may sound simple. I'll tell you, if you want, you can learn it the hard way and spend lots of money. But that, when you boils down to it, you'll realize, that is important. People is important. People who want to work hard and do something. I will tell you this. 9-to-5ers don't usually survive. It doesn't work. You know, we're working 20-hour days. It's very different, and we're motivated on a whole nother level. It's nothing to do with money, and nothing to do with fame. It's different. We want to. I hate to say it, we love to change the world. We love to impact people. We want to move things and people and ideas. From this particular project with nonprofit organizations, I've learned the inefficiencies and slowness of nonprofits, and I see why they have the problems. There's nothing to do with the issues. It's self-generated, unfortunately. I hate to say that, but it's true. And having worked in for-profit businesses, and many of them, creating movements, all of it, the speed I work at and the speed the people around me and people in New York, we're in 6th gear, and it's trying to help causes in 1st gear. And it's not right or wrong, it's different. It's getting used to it. It's psychological, it's motivation. And again, this is a generality, it's not in every situation, but there are places where they're not motivated to work harder. You know, when you have a group of people counting down the minutes for TGIF Friday, you lost. There should be no, oh my God, I can't believe it's Friday, I'm going home for the weekend, coming back on Monday and holding your head, and it shouldn't be that. You should jump out of bed to do what you want. If you're not doing that, if you're not motivating your staff to do that, it's not gonna work. Or people who say, you know what, that's not my job. Sorry, I can't help you. Yeah, that happens a lot, even out of customer service. So if your customer service center is doing things like that, it's not good. Why do you think Zappos did so well? You know, it's through and through. I think a lot of organizations, for-profit, not-for-profit, can learn a good lesson from Zappos' model. Technology is accelerating at a rapid pace. Every 6 months, there's new things coming out, and I believe that if an individual does not embrace this, they're going to be left behind, and you're not going to be able to compete at all in a global level. That goes for people who may think that they're too old. I don't believe in age. You just don't want to learn. That's it. The young, they need to have this as part of their education early on, not as a tool, but understand how this could be leveraged for business and opportunities and all of that, and create efficiencies. How can you use technology to do things faster, right? That includes some of these new .coms that are coming out, even leveraging LinkedIn to find a job, whatever it may be, okay? That's a very simple example. I wish people would be more humble and not expect the world to be handed to them. And I do believe this new young generation coming out of college has some of that. Again, generalities, not all, but has some of that. On a positive side, they also have this huge heart and vision and motivation and passion to do great things, but maybe stuck or feel that overconfident that they can do it without at least the basic experiences. I'll say that. I'm also seeing a trend in the young of not being as hardworking. It's okay to take a low-end job to work your way up and not expect because you graduated at an Ivy League school with double masters that you deserve this high. Like, there are people above you, especially now with the recession. Everyone's unemployed, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not about waiting your turn, it's about working your way up. And it requires hard work. I feel, and this is something that's happened for a while, the world is becoming more international, more global, more integrated. It doesn't hurt to learn more than one language. Pick a language from every continent and learn it. Understand other cultures, embrace that. This may not apply to the person who's listening to this, but I'll tell you, only 20% of Americans even have a passport, and not all of them even use it. Okay? We're one of the most privileged countries in the world. I think we need to take a leadership role, set ourselves up as an example role, and I'm not seeing that through media and the populace. I see that in instances and people I'm surrounded with, but that's not everyone. I think we can do more. I'm a little disappointed by our politicians as a whole, of all the privilege, resources, time, and we're just following the footsteps of some unfortunate countries, and I think they've realized it, but are not doing enough to turn in the right direction. And I think we as a community of people could perhaps motivate them more.